Once upon a time, in a vast desert, there lived a scorpion named Scorpio. Scorpio was known as the deadliest scorpion in the desert, and no other creature dared to cross his path. He was feared by everyone, and his reputation as a killer was well known, making him the most feared creature in the desert. One day, while Scorpio was wandering in the desert, he stumbled upon a small stream. He was very thirsty, and the water looked very inviting. However, he knew that scorpions couldn't swim and feared that he might drown if he tried to drink from the stream. Just as he was about to turn back, he saw a frog hopping towards the stream. "Hello, Mr. Frog," said Scorpio. "Can you help me cross the stream so that I can drink some water?" The frog looked at Scorpio with suspicion. "Why should I help you? You are a scorpion, and scorpions are known to be killers." Scorpio smiled. "I promise not to harm you, Mr. Frog. If you help me cross the stream, I will be forever grateful." The frog was still hesitant, but Scorpio's plea was so genuine that he decided to help him. The frog asked Scorpio to climb on his back, and he then hopped into the stream. As they crossed the stream, Scorpio was careful not to harm the frog, and he kept his promise. However, when they were halfway through the stream, Scorpio suddenly stung the frog. The frog gasped in pain and asked Scorpio, "Why did you do that, Scorpio? I trusted you, and you promised not to harm me." Scorpio replied, "I'm sorry, Mr. Frog, but it's in my nature to kill. I couldn't resist the temptation." The frog was hurt and angry. "How could you be so cruel? You have just killed me, and now we will both drown in the stream." Scorpio realized the gravity of his mistake and felt guilty. He knew that he had made a terrible mistake and that it would cost him his life. "I am sorry, Mr. Frog. I know I have done wrong, but is there anything I can do to make it right?" The frog thought for a moment and then said, "Yes, there is one thing you can do. If you promise to carry me on your back and take me to the other side of the stream, I will forgive you." Scorpio was surprised by the frog's request but agreed to it. He knew that he had no other choice and that he had to make amends for his mistake. He carried the frog on his back and swam to the other side of the stream. When they reached the other side, the frog hopped off Scorpio's back and thanked him. "Thank you, Scorpio. You have redeemed yourself, and I forgive you for what you did. Remember that your actions have consequences, and you must always be responsible for them." Scorpio felt relieved and grateful for the frog's forgiveness. He knew that he had learned a valuable lesson and that he would never forget it. He realized that his reputation as a killer was not something to be proud of and that he needed to change his ways. From that day on, Scorpio became known as the scorpion who had changed his ways and was respected by all the creatures in the desert. In conclusion, the story of Scorpio teaches us that our actions have consequences, and we must always be responsible for them. We should never let our nature or reputation define who we are and should strive to become better versions of ourselves.